Guys, the markets are bouncing. There are meme coins now hitting $100 million and even $200 million in market cap. Everybody is again very excited. In this episode, guys, I'm going to break down the price action on Bitcoin, what am I looking out for, and why I think this could be a major trap. And also, guys, I will discuss some of the meme coin plays which I am in and I believe are very good for long-term hold. So if that is the type of content, guys, you enjoy, then make sure that you drop a like and also smash that subscribe button. And now, guys, let's get right into it.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
So guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me yet again. First off, guys, I would like to let you know that nothing that I share in this episode is going to be financial advice. Please do your own research. Anything in crypto, be it trading Bitcoin on leverage or investing in meme coins, which are highly speculative assets, it is going to be very risky. So make sure that you invest what you can afford to lose if you end up doing so. And again, do not consider anything to be financial advice. I'm just sharing what I am personally doing according to my own experience of more than 6 years into this industry. Now, let's get right into the chart of Bitcoin first. A lot of people are thinking, guys, that we have already formed a high, we have a higher low, and then we have a higher high right here as well. So we are definitely looking for much higher prices and potentially new all-time highs in 2026. While I do rely on the fact that there is a very high chance we hit a new all-time high this year, I also believe that the likelihood of going lower first is much more. And I will explain that in just a second. So first off, guys, you have to understand, if you're looking for higher prices, you would want the correction to basically end at $80,000. Now, as my previous video was also suggesting that you are not looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towards the downside. So this is not an impulse. This is most likely A, B, and C towards the downside. That basically means that, this is not your wave 4 price action. This is a larger corrective structure or the beginning of a new impulse, which would eventually take us to new all-time highs. So that would basically mean, guys, we have a few things at hand right now, which is A, B, and C towards the downside. This is most likely the ABC wave towards the downside. After that, we are looking for two potential scenarios. The first one is a multi-1-2 where you're looking for 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and basically running into new all-time highs. Or we look for a prolonged correction, in which case we are looking for a zigzag in your wave W, A, B, C. Then you're looking for another zigzag towards the upside in your wave X. And then you're looking for another zigzag towards the downside in your wave Y. That would end the correction. And then you're looking for new all-time highs once more. All right. This is the highest likelihood scenario, in my opinion, at the moment, because a multi-1-2 here is not really good according to the Elliott waves. So if I have to let you know why am I not looking for a multi-1-2, is because if you see this price action right here, after the 80K lows, you have to basically fit in a contracting leading diagonal in this region, which would be wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and then a wave 5. That would be a contracting diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But the problem here is that this wave, which is supposedly going to be a wave 3, is a 5-wave structure. It's very clean 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's a very clean 5-wave structure. After that, your wave 5 is a very clean 3-wave structure. Now, in a contracting diagonal or in a diagonal, for that matter, we are always looking for all the impulsive waves or the motive waves to be of the same category. All right. So your wave 1 is a 3-waver, your wave 3 should be a 3-waver, and then your wave 5 should be a 3-waver as well. If any of these waves are not exactly same in terms of the wave structure compared to the rest of the two waves, this is not going to be counted as a valid diagonal. And that is the problem here. You have your wave 3 as a 5-wave structure and you have your wave 5 as a 3-wave structure. That is why the probability of an impulse from the 80K lows, be it the diagonal as well, is very low. All right. It's as simple as that. I'm just talking facts. I can be very bullish. I can say that, this looks really good. We are looking for higher prices and all of that stuff. We are getting into new all-time highs. The markets are coming back. Everything is so heated up. Trenches are back. I can say all of that stuff. But I'm telling you what I'm seeing on the charts, right? It's not financial advice. So you do whatever you want to do. Now, talking about the other scenario where you're looking for a WXY towards the upside to finish our larger wave X, right? Because you're looking for A, B, C in wave W, looking for a 3-wave move up in wave X, and then looking for a 3-wave move down in your wave Y. All right. So for this wave X towards the upside, there are two different scenarios at the moment. The first one is going to be if you count this structure as a W, which is most likely a W here, A, B, C. This is your wave W. In this case, your wave 3, which, in the diagonal, I was talking about this price action as wave 3, which is a 5-waver. This perfectly fits as a wave C. All right. Then you are looking for a triangle in your wave X where you are looking for A, B, C, D, and then the final move down in your wave E. So this is a triangle in your wave X. Not very clean, but again, it is possible. After this low, which is $87,000, you're looking for a three-wave structure in your wave Y. All right. Now, there are two different scenarios by which you can count a wave Y here. The first one is going to be you already have finished your wave Y. And that is going to look something like this, where you have wave A, B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in your wave C. So your wave Y ends here. You have taken the highs of your wave W, which was right around here, which is the minimum requirement for your wave Y. So it could be done, right? Wave Y could be done here, and we could be now looking for an impulse towards the downside, in which case we are looking for 1. This is your wave 2, looking for a big 3, looking for a 4, and then looking for a 5. That is quite the possibility here, right? The other scenario, and the reason why I prefer the other scenario much more than this one, is because if you are saying that, your wave Y has just ended here itself, the problem is your wave Y is very small, all right? This is your wave Y price action, while your wave W was this and your wave X was this. So in time perspective, the time that it has taken for wave Y to form, it is very short, all right? And that is something that I do not like to see. I would want to see wave Y to take almost similar time as it took for wave W. So for that, guys, we are going to be using a trend-based fib time extension, which is going to be from the low right here to the high right here of your wave W. And then we are going to drag it all the way down to the low of your wave X, which is right around here. Now, your box for the potential formation of your wave Y is falling between 8th Jan and 21st of January. So I would want to see the top formed in this region, between 8th Jan and 21st of January, instead of, considering this one, which formed on 6th of January. All right. Now, in that particular case, the other scenario that I talked about was a larger ABC in your wave Y, where you're looking for this price action to be your wave A. You're currently forming your wave B, which is likely going to be something like this, could be like this. And then you're looking for a 5-wave move up in your wave Y to finish your wave X. That is your perfect trap. This is where everybody sells and prices basically just collapse. All right. So be very mindful of this particular thing. I know, fundamentally talking, macro wise talking, everything looks really way too bullish. And when something is like way too bullish, I am forced to think that, the charts are not lying here, because there is the potential of a big trap. A, B, C towards the upside in your wave Y, finishing your larger wave X, looking for a big, deep push towards the downside in your wave Y. That is quite the possibility here. Now, guys, in the shorter time frame right around here, this range looks very corrective, which is why I think that we could be looking for A, and this is your W, X, and a Y. So maybe you come lower and then you look for higher prices. Your wave Y can also be a flat, so you can be looking for A. B takes the low of your wave X right here, and then you look for a move towards the upside into your wave C. All right. So far, in my opinion, the most likelihood of a rejection for your wave C or your wave Y or your wave X, all of these waves are ending in this region, is going to be between $98,000 and $101,000. So this is the region where I would be very, very cautious. So if price goes up before 21st of January and touches $98,000 to around $100,000, that could be a perfect trap. And I am going to stable a lot of my holdings at that point itself, because I am going to go with the plan. The only bullish case scenario is going to be if you just, forget about the diagonal invalidation in this region right around here. All right, you forget about it and you're looking for a multi 1, 2. So this is 1, this is 2. You're looking for another 1, 2, 1, 2, and then looking for a 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and then a larger 4, and then a larger 5. All right, that is what you would want to see if you want to be a bull looking for new all-time highs. For this particular scenario, guys, the invalidation is this low right around here. So if price goes down below $87,000, you are anyway invalidating an impulse towards the upside. So be very mindful, guys. I am letting you know right here, right now, and you can do whatever you want to do with this information, but I am being very cautious. I do expect that the prices are going to go higher from here onwards, but the potential of continuation towards the upside is very, very low in my opinion. The only way, you can be looking for much higher prices and start to think about new all-time highs is once you break this level. This is your last lower high on the higher time frame. All right. So you would want to break this to create a new market structure shift. All right. A lot of people just trade on the basis of this kind of a market structure shift. All right. But this happens all the time, guys. It happens all the time on the chart. So suppose you are in a downtrend. All right. You're looking for a 5-wave structure towards the downside. After that, what do you get? You always get a 3-wave structure like this, right? You have a higher low. You have a higher high. And then what happens? Price just plummets towards the downside. So according to Elliott waves, just getting two higher highs and higher lows does not mean anything. All right, you would want consistently higher highs, higher lows. So that would be something like this: 1 2 1 2 and then a 3. That is where you start to believe in the momentum, right? So you would want to take out the highs, right? So that is something that I'm just keeping in mind at the moment. The only scenario where you are basically going to continue higher and become a bull is if you get this kind of a move up and then you get a retrace and then you again take out these highs, the highs that you formed right here. If that happens, I am going to be bullish again. But so far, I don't think it is going to be worth it to be bullish at these prices, considering everything has already pumped. So when those things are going to crash down, what makes you believe that Bitcoin is just going to go up while it did not move when gold hit a new all-time high, silver hit a new all-time high, NASDAQ, every other market has hit a new all-time high almost, right? So that is something that you have to be very, very careful about. Apart from that, guys, there are a few meme coins that I'm still stacking because I believe that this small move that is going to happen on the chart of Bitcoin is going to help a lot of these meme coins to basically go parabolic. If one meme coin can go from $0 to $200 million with this kind of a move on the price action of Bitcoin, what happens when Bitcoin is again sitting around $100,000 and there is again peak euphoria, because a lot of people are stupid enough to believe that once you are above $100,000, you're just going to go and create a new all-time high. It's as simple as that. So you are trying to play the market in a way where you are not thinking exactly how everybody else is thinking. All right. So now talking about the meme coin plays, the first one that I want to mention is going to be this one. This is 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘. And this is a new kind of meme coin, which is AI plus meme coin. These kind of meme coins, I do believe, are going to really, really see their day in the light. And that is what is going on here. So we have support at around $4 million to around $4.8 million. This was recently shared inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 private as well. So if you're willing to get these calls delivered straight to your inbox, guys, the link is given in the description section below. So make sure that you join us inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 private. You also get these early video updates named as 𝗕𝗓𝗪. So you get them every single day and you basically get a gist of entire market every single day talking about the trenches. All right. So if you're interested, link is given in the description section below. This is the first one that I'm currently eyeing. And for the target, guys, I'm looking at $12.5, $12.6 million to say the least. So that is going to be a nice 2x or a 3x trade, depending on where you can enter. Your stop loss has to go below $2.7 million. Apart from that, guys, another play that I'm currently interested in is Spark, which is Illusion of Life. Now, this one has been brought back into life just recently. And if you see this, let me just zoom out a little bit and you will see on the 4-hour time frame, we have had the highest volume in the last move, which basically means there is a potential revival towards the 0.786 Fibonacci level. That is going to be from the current price point, a nice 3.8x or close to a 4x. So that is another trade that I've taken, which is on Illusion of Life, Spark. All right. Apart from that, guys, there are definitely multiple other plays as well. Another one that I recently started to build a position in is going to be Rainbow Fish. The ticker is Fish, and this is the zone of interest for me between $2.6 million and $3.7 million. All of these plays are new, so you have to be very careful where you bid. You have to do your own research. There are plenty of videos on this channel itself where I have discussed how to, analyze meme coins, how to find the right ones, how to buy, when to buy, how much to buy. Everything is discussed on this channel itself. So make sure that you check out those videos, guys, because those videos are pure gold in my opinion. All right. Anyway, moving on. Here is another one that I am currently interested in, but I have not bought a bag. This is Lumen. Again, another AI plus meme kind of narrative. And I'm looking for this entry zone between $500,000 and $550,000 market cap. Let's see if this does something or not. Again, guys, these are all going to be very high risk because these are new launches, and new launches always tend to be higher risk compared to more of, the established plays, which, for example, I have to show you 𝗕𝗘𝗪, right? The Bitcoin mascot, the only meme coin that I cannot compare with anything else in the market. And it is getting a massive reversal back towards the upside. We are getting a very nice symmetrical triangle formation in this region, which I do believe is going to break out towards the upside. Your next zone, in my opinion, is going to be somewhere around $12.6 million. That is a very nice 5-6x from the current price point. All right. It is sitting at $2.6 million market cap. I have recently added more in this region right around here at like $1.8 million. And also I feel everybody who wanted to sell their 𝗕𝗘𝗪 bags have already done so. Now, I do believe that the time is now for 𝗕𝗘𝗪 to shine as well. So if Bitcoin makes that move towards the upside to $100,000 or maybe even slightly higher than that, I see that this one can easily do a 5 to 10x from the current price point, and we could have a massive revival. So definitely 𝗕𝗘𝗪 still remains to be one of my highest conviction plays for this cycle. Apart from that, guys, definitely I would want to talk about XBT, which is one of the fastest calls that I've ever done on this channel, because I shared this right here at $500,000 market cap, and within like 5-6 hours it exploded all the way to $10.3 million, which was more than a 20x for a lot of people. Right now, I have been mentioning about this for quite some time now, that once you break past the $1 million resistance and you confirm that region into support, that is when I would be getting much more interested. And that is exactly what has happened here. All right. We were getting rejected multiple times here, multiple time here, and here as well. Right now we are getting support at the $1 million level, which would make me believe that a move towards the upside is very likely for XBT as well. So definitely pay attention to this one as well if you wish. And I have added more very recently. All right. Then, guys, talking about another one which a lot of people are feeling very bullish on. I do feel that it has the kind of narrative, it has the kind of sound to it that it can run, and definitely I'm looking for like $6 million to $10 million range for this particular meme coin as well. And then another one that I would like to mention is going to be 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘. This is the first and the most viral AI that appears to have human-like sentience and just broke the Twitch hype train record. I analyzed this one according to the on-chain analytics, and what I've found is top holders have been stacking big, and fresh wallets are also stacking big in this region. This is your 886 and the 786 Fibonacci level. I believe this is a nice trade from here onwards. You are targeting minimum $1.2 million, $1.3 million resistance, and then if you break that, you're looking at potentially like $3 million in the shorter term for 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 as well. So that is another trade that I have recently taken. Again, guys, everything that I've shared apart from BITI and XBT, I believe I will be taking profits aggressively on almost everything else, because BITI and XBT, I do believe they can really withstand even a bear market. All right. That is the kind of conviction that I have. All right. That is why I am going to just keep on buying them at the lows, and eventually when the prices explode towards the upside, I might just trim out smaller positions, but I'll never be selling all of my bags. All right. Now, guys, the final play is going to be 𝗕𝗚𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗑Pax that is Pax, and currently it is sitting at $383,000 market cap. All right. Now, if you plot a Fibonacci from the highs right around here to the absolute lows, which is going to be right around here, you can see we are currently finding support at the 618 Fibonacci level. Below that, you have another zone of support at the 786, which is $200,000 market cap. So I believe that this region right around here in this box is where you could get a very nice entry on 𝗕𝗚𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪�ึ�ْْ PAX or Paxton Pengu is basically the name of the actual pudgy penguin, the blue penguin, because the pink one is Polly, which is pudgy penguin's wife, but actually it is Paxton Pengu's wife, and all of these penguins are actually pudgy penguins. So that's pretty interesting in my opinion. And there is, this meme has never been done before. So I do believe that there is potential with this one. And if you can grab a bag in this region, maybe you can ride a bigger move towards the upside. So there have been also a few other KOLs as well who have been pushing this one. So I guess they got in much earlier than me. They bought into this region right around here. So that's fine, guys. That's fine. It's not a problem. But if I like the narrative, I might just DCA even further if price gets into this region right around here for Paxton Pengu. Again, guys, nothing that I've shared is financial advice. These are all new plays. I don't know the team behind this one. So if they rug tomorrow, I don't know. All right. But I am bidding because I am taking my risk on the plays where, I get better risk to reward. So that is what I'm looking for in this kind of a market. I'm just trading meme coins. That is what I'm doing. All right. As for the conviction holds, I'm only holding BITI, XBT, and one more, which I want to mention right here. And that is going to be Andy on BNB, which is going to be right around here, currently sitting at $294,000 market cap. I agree. The volume is absolutely dead on this one, $3,800 in the last 24 hours. But if you see the volume bars right around here, volume has been like this even before. All right. Right around here was also the time when the volume was absolutely dead. And then also we got this pump. Eventually, I do think that we are looking for a pump, at least to this trend line, to $2.1 million market cap. That is an easy 10x. All right. So I'm looking for that. If you break, you are looking for much higher prices as well. For me, guys, I do believe that this is going to run somewhere into like $30-40 million market cap eventually. So I can hold this one. Again, I can hold this one for even a bear market as well, because this is already sitting at absolute bottom. All right. That is where you buy. You don't buy when the candles are all green and the candles are all huge. All right. So you buy when, there are tiny candles which are just slightly going down or finding a support or having a consolidation at the bottom when nobody is paying attention, that is where you bid. That is how you make money with meme coins. All right, so this is another one that I'm very much interested in. And then finally, guys, let's just also mention the final play which I'm very much bullish on, and that is going to be Snowball. So Snowball is sitting at $2.1 million market cap. There are plenty of tokens using the Snowball tech. This is the parent token. I do believe this is going to run much higher from here onwards. Your zone of support is going to be between $1 million and $2 million. This is your accumulation region. Your first resistance is $7 million, and then I'm looking at $14 to $17 million as the next price target for Snowball. So these are all of the plays, guys, that I wanted to discuss with you all. These are the new ones and the older ones, everything I've discussed with you all, because I'm not creating videos every day, but I'm trying to get you the best alpha. So if you want more of this, because inside Ksy Private, guys, I am doing these DGNR videos every single day. So if you're interested, the link is given in the description section below, and you can get in on these kind of plays very early, because if you have been following me, guys, we have been absolutely killing it with one of the recent calls that I shared inside Ksy Private itself, as well as in the last YouTube video. I guess I mentioned this one. This is 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘𝗪𝗪. So I mentioned this right here at the bottom for Ksy Private members, and it has done more than a 7x. And I do feel that this is going to continue running above $50 million in terms of market cap. Again, if you want more, if you want the alpha, the link is given in the description section below, and you can join it from there. Apart from that, if you enjoyed watching this episode, guys, make sure that you drop a like and also smash that subscribe button and ring the bell notification icon so that you can be notified whenever I put up another update. That's all, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep hustling.
Never slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.